listen, I want to go to the beach. They hang out with my family and my cousins. Like, this like having a job.
Yeah.
12 years old in the summertime.
Yeah. Peace. What's good, world? This is Baba Akeem Bowler, but my mama named me Chris.
And this is Abel Geronimo. What's happening?
What's happening? Welcome to Part of My Thoughts podcast, episode 6. 6.
All right.
Yes. This is a great episode because, you know, go ahead and tell them about who we got here. I'm going to say this is legendary.
He don't need no introduction in this, baby.
That's right.
So the man of the hour that we have here with us, no other than the Mashed Out King, the South Carolina's best kept secret.
Yes.
On top of other accolades and other names and aliases that this man may go by across the world.
Yes.
6-time award winner.
Let's go.
Ooh.
What else?
Curator of dope vibes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Your ex-wife favorites DJ.
Say that, man.
Don't ask me why she your ex-wife.
Let's go. Hey, we are talking about it. We are talking about it. No other than DJ Skillz.
Yes.
What's going on?
Hey,
Yes.
man. We here, baby.
Yes. What's up?
Yeah, we here.
Yes,
Proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Dang, when did y'all hit me with this idea?
Ooh.
Couple
Like
of
the
months
first
ago.
one?
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The
think
Super
it was
Bowl,
Super
I
Bowl,
was talking
yeah.
about starting a podcast, and
Yeah.
that was February.
Mm-hmm.
And look, three months later,
Yeah.
we
We
here.
here.
Proud of y'all, it's big cuz. Proud of y'all.
Hey,
What's up?
thank you. Yes. Yeah. And if y'all don't know, you know how we always, this is Part of My Thoughts podcast. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't even, because, I'm a big fan. One, I mean, we family.
Facts.
But
First
and foremost.
I remember just me sneaking in the doggone House of Blues Sid night.
Sin night.
You know what I'm saying? That's back.
Yeah.
But I just remember, man, this was, this put me on game right here in the club to see music, dancing, because you don't know. If you know me, I like to dance.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say he's a dancer. I might take that a little bit out of context, but Chris had moves.
Yeah.
Still got
This
moves.
was, I used to look forward to the Monday night sneaking out the house. So, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on here. We proud of you.
Yes, sir.
Because, everybody got that one family member. They be like, hey, my cousin A, B, C, and D. That's him.
That's him.
That's all love.
That's him.
You talking about from the early days of actually taking in the crates, the vinyl records.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Going to various clubs and just watching you flourish, bro. Like,
Me and you go further. We can go back deeper than that. When I quit the All-Star team, you remember? Dang, when was this? It's my last year playing baseball, so this had to be like the summer of '92, I think. Had to be like '92.
God, I was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Unc had come to the house and was like, you want to come and hang out all week. Summer had just started.
Yep.
And he just like, yo, I'll take y'all down to the beach every day. That sounded good to us. So we went and got the little boogie board from Wings. Down there on
the boulevard.
We went to the beach probably like 2-3 days. Then I think it was like a Thursday. I remember this joint like it happened last week. It was like a Thursday morning. My mom called. Me and Jerron, I don't think we outside or we in the living room. We doing something, I don't know. Unc coming in was like, hey, so you quit All-Stars? And I was just like, yeah. He's like, well, why? And I'm like, I was getting tired of baseball.
Yeah,
I was I was playing baseball since I was like 6. So at that point, I'm just like, I'm burnt out. I'm more like into basketball, and football was more my
so this
concentration.
All-Stars baseball.
Yeah, and I was playing baseball.
Man, I didn't know you played baseball.
Yeah, ever since I was 6.
Wow.
All-starring every year after my second year.
Yeah.
All-starring every year. People knew me for playing sports in my city, in the hometown. People knew me for playing sports when I started DJing. So,
okay.
So, it was, your mom called, said the coach called, and was like,
Don't quit.
Braxton ain't show up to practice for a couple of days.
Oh, because you not at the beach.
Yeah. I'm in Conway chilling.
Like nothing ever happened.
Yeah. I was like, yo, it's hot. listen, I want to go to the beach. They hang out with my family and my cousins. Like, this like having a job.
Yeah.
12
yeah.
years old in the summertime.
Yeah.
Bro,
Practice
like,
every day.
Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, we had to practice like 10 a.m., 11 o'clock in the morning in June.
Yeah.
Bro, that heat is serious in South Carolina, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, I'm out. Like, it wasn't even no need for me to have no conversation with the coach because I was like, they gonna want me to stay.
Right.
Like, so sat there and talked to Uncle. He was just like, this probably was one of the first lessons I learned in life about you start something, you finish it. And
okay.
Jerron was like around 9 then, so he probably don't remember the conversation. But me and Unc had a conversation, and he was just kind of like, and Unc was a baseball, player back in his day and a baseball, fanatic. So listening to him, it was just like, I understand where you're coming from, but he's like, if you don't want to do it anymore, at least finish what you started because this is All-Stars. So I had to sit there and think. He's like, and then you got the rest of your summer. He's like, you just don't have to play no more. He said, but at least finish what you started. So that was like a Thursday morning. My mom was already on the way to Conway. She was already on the way.
Yeah, that's ain't play.
Yeah, they already had the conversation. Like, he just like, I'm guessing this is how the conversation went. All right, go ahead and come on. I'm going to talk to him. And, by the time you get here, they already had it, and that's how the conversation, I said, because how he broke it down to me was like,
yeah,
I understand where you're coming from, but if you don't want to play no more, that's cool, but you started it. This is an honor. Yeah. All-Stars. Finish.
Right. Like, so, you got here, ain't no need for you to short.
Right.
Damn, short. All right, Glass.
Short yourself. There you go. Yeah, don't short yourself.
Yeah,
don't short yourself on your accolades and your achievements. So just like you already here, so finish it up. And so by the time we finish that conversation, he's like, so your mom is on the way. And probably like 20 minutes later, she pull in the driveway. I already had my stuff going. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, Jerron about to go to the beach today and shit. Like he about to go to the ocean today. They go to State Park. But craziest thing, my mom took me back. We had a game that day. I think we was in Johnsonville, South Carolina. We had an all-star tournament. No practice. Went. I didn't end up starting at shortstop. They brought me in like the third, and we played like 6 innings. So I guess as far as like, I wasn't there practicing with us. Yeah. So it's like, all right, you only can play half of the game. So got there, got in the third inning, did my thing, ended up hitting the getting the game-winning hit and RBI single, game over.
Wow.
Fresh off.
Mm-hmm. So it's
it was just like
natural.
That thing in our blood, bro.
Right, that is now.
That thing in our blood. Like if we do something, like we gifted with that.
Right.
Like,
right.
Ain't nobody taking that away from us. Like we got a lot of gifts in our family, but if we do something, like we nice at it. Like that ain't that ain't no stunt. Right. Like that's
we've been trying to tell them.
Yeah, we like listen.
That's real life.
Yeah,
that's real.
A lot of talent running our genes, man. Like I don't know what it is. It was in that dirt, but a lot of talent running our genes, man. So like when we put our mind to something and we really want to do it, best believe like we
gonna do it.
We locking in.
We gonna do it, and y'all gonna love it.
Yes.
Y'all gonna it's gonna snatch you. Like it's gonna reel you in. Like that's we got that naturally.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying.
We speak on that a lot about the vibes of. When people come around us, they like, I don't know what it is about y'all. Wherever we go, it's the aura. Like they already gravitated to it. Like y'all laid back, chill. Like what y'all doing over there? Like, and we done been in a number of situations where everybody be over there. They be like, oh, well, they over there. We going over there.
We going over there where they at.
Yeah. Right. So man. So
that's good.
Tell us about your career, right? Because like Jerron said at the beginning, from the crate carrying to now where we at, the game. I know from your eyes, you probably seeing it's changing.
It's changed a
whole lot. So just break down your beginning. Tell us what drove you to say you an athletic person. Because I know you talented in basketball. Baseball, this is new to me. So that's what's up. But to go from basketball, because I know you love basketball.
Right.
Or baseball, those being athletic to I want to do music.
So... we come up in a musical family.
Yes.
You know, from musicians to ministers and singers and instrument players, and once again, that's in our blood.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, I told this story a lot of times, but I'm gonna keep it as brief as possible.
All
but
right.
I taught myself how to play drums when I was like 5-6 years old. So that's kind of where it started.
Okay.
And I always just been, something about music. Like me and one of my homies was talking the other day, and we was saying how when it comes to music and us as African Americans, like it's a draw. The rhythm, it's us. Like it speaks us. Like what I'm saying. Music is deeper than just a sound or just top records. Like it's something in that instrumentation that speaks to us. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that could have been, how it, drew me in, because everybody in my household, well, my mom and my pops, they was church heavy.
Yeah.
Me, I was the hip hop kid. I'm watching Rap City, MTV Raps. What was that?
The black sheep of the family.
Yeah, Video Soul, Donnie Simpson.
MTV Raps.
Yeah, going across the field to Tanya House, watching Heavy D and the Boys. Mr. Big Stuff video. It was 86, 87. I'm a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was always intrigued by hip hop.
Okay.
And it was all around me outside of my house. Like I could walk right out my doorstep and hip hop was there.
Yeah.
Like Cedric House, Will House, Tanya House. I go up the street, I can see a little bit of gritty of, what my parents don't want me to see, but at the end of the day, it was like I was embracing it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like a part of the roots of everything. Like, because everybody I hung with was pretty much older than me that stayed in the little, y'all been to the crib in the country, where all the houses is at, the Douglases and the Thompsons and the Billings. Like, that was our little, and the Eagletons, that was our little square.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we still vibe with everybody else in the neighborhood. But that was, when you walk out your door,
that's,
you know what I'm saying? And so though, like, Will was the closest one in age. I mean, he's 2 years older than me, but Will was also, shouts to my brother Will.
Yeah.
Like, Will was hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And his brother that was closest to him, Vet, he came up on like that UTFO in that early 80s. Like, I know you probably don't know nothing about that, but I mean, 'cause that's definitely before your time. It was before all of our time, but being that I was so young, I was able to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause Vet was real smooth and slick with it, like the ladies man, and he could hoop. Like, he really got me right on basketball, like, to be honest with you. Like, I used to always watch him, and he would just come from across the street. He'd see me out in the yard shooting basketball, and what's up, B? All right, I'm coming. And it's like he was schooling me and teaching me without telling me. He was schooling me and teaching me.
Right.
And as time went on, probably by the time, I think when I got to high school, and I'll never forget this. I had just got a new goal, and I was outside at night. Had the light shining from the back door to my goal. And I was outside shooting. Just, I'll come home from practice and putting up shots late night in the cold. Like, cold, hot, it didn't matter. Like, my parents, my sister, my brother, they'll tell you, like, I was outside working on my game. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll never forget this. I was out one night, and it had to be like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it was cold. And I don't know where Vet was coming from, but he, you hear the ball dribbling or whatever, so he walk up in the drain. What's up, B? What you out here doing? I'm just out here getting some shots up. All right. And I can't even remember the conversations that we was having, but we was having conversations and just taking up J's. And it's like, I'm no match for him playing one-on-one. But how that whole situation happened that night, I never forget it, because I'm just like all these years you was teaching me because you knew I was watching from a basketball, you know what I'm saying? Perspective.
Yeah.
So,
you said he was only 2 years older than you.
No. That's Will.
His brother.
That's Will. Will was 2 years older than me.
Okay. This is
he's closest to. He was the closest to Will. Vet died back in June 2014, cancer.
Okay.
Yeah. He was like, Vet was just like that that smooth guy, that 52nd Street, tell me how, like he was that, like we was watching him, and you know what I'm saying, like and be like, oh, what is this?
Walk out the door, the wind just catch the back of his
Right.
shirt, just right,
Like that, just perfectly.
Yeah, that was him.
yeah, suave.
And he was nice with the Clippers. Like he was.
Oh, then yeah,
To
he
me,
already nice.
To me, out of all the time since he was the nicest one with the Clippers, anybody in Florence, they will tell you that Negro can cut in any. He can cut with anything. Like real talk, he'll give you a full haircut with the edges, of like a fresh fade.
What?
With no blade, like you know what I'm saying, like with the guard, with no guard,
Right.
and give you a fresh fade, not no Soup Bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that's it. Yeah, I had a couple of them.
He'll give you a fresh fade, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll look like you had the guard. Like, Vet was just nice with it, man. Like,
wow.
So, you know, a lot of that early hip-hop influence, that style, and, you know what I'm saying, came from, I ain't have to go nowhere to get that. I got all of that from right there.
In your neighborhood, your community.
Know what it is.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Address now, bro.
Yes.
You know what
I'm
it,
just
but he
saying,
know
like,
what it is. That's the area.
Yeah, if you know me, you know, you
Yeah.
know, and you know, so from that, playing baseball on the South Side in Tara Village, that's another part of the South Side influence.
Okay.
Like it's hip hop. It was the culture.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, of just hanging out, being around people, and you seeing different people's styles, but we all went to school together. You know what I'm saying? But it was just it was all a part of the influence. Then once I got a little bit older, you know, started getting into the DJing thing, and you know, I'm finding out Mark Ella Vincent is my cousin, one of the hottest DJs in the city, and the only hip hop DJ on the radio.
Okay.
He stayed in East Florence, which is one of the, you know, main parts of the city.
You're right.
They had their own style. To me, if you ask me, they kind of remind me of Brooklyn cats a little bit, with dreads in the 90s. Like,
wow, really?
East Florence was like,
all
they
right.
was the dread heads from Ziontown. Like that was their thing. You know what I'm saying? So Florence was real unique in its own way. You know what I'm saying? So once I started getting out of my neighborhood and getting into the city and growing up, and you hang around people from the north side, hanging with my brother Rick, you know what I'm saying, from Brook Green, and getting to know people on the west side, like it's like Florence had its own little niche. Like we had our own little hip hop scene. Like, you know what I'm saying? So all
dope.
of that was like, it was cultivating. You know what I'm saying?
So when you say that now, because it's funny that you bring up as far as like the Brooklyn. So tell us about the concert that took place at the Civic Center.
Oh, you talking about the Biggie show?
Yes. Tell us about
man.
who was on the lineup and who you bumped into behind the scenes.
So this was 95.
1995.
Because I'm sitting there looking at, like, I think you posted on Instagram. I'm sitting there looking at the ticket. I'm just sitting there reading
Yeah, I
the
still got it
names.
in my phone. I still got the original flyer in my phone.
I was like, I'm so
Original flyer
angry.
from 1995.
Yeah, and my homie Rick, like me and him still be talking. What up, Rick? He still got I think he still got the ticket from the
mess
show.
is crazy.
Like my brother, listen, my brother Rick, listen. If you want to find out anything about my teenage years,
Go to Rick.
he got a lot of this stuff documented still in a vault. I'm talking about videos from our senior week, prom week,
Oh,
graduate.
damn.
Listen,
Yeah.
we got some stories, bro.
Roll it.
We got
Right.
stories. Shouts to my brother Dwayne. He got a film company, and that's all I'm gonna say. No. Real
What
talk.
you
Like,
talking
The Downing of the Flag is this documentary. He got a partnership with PBS,
All right.
and he's doing a series of films about historic things in the South.
Okay.
Bet.
And
Okay.
that's Rick's cousin. That's how we ended up meeting.
Okay.
We all in the same age. We 80s babies, 1980 to be exact. Like we all in the same age. So when we was running around being teenagers,
Right.
Dwayne was right there with us, but we always had a video camera.
Really?
Always.
Always.
But you know, so I don't want to throw off track because I want you to answer the question Ron
Right,
just
right.
asked. But it's amazing how I was listening to somebody just the other day. They were saying nothing changed when it comes to social media because now we always quick to say you got your phone in your hand all the time. But even back then, there was always a recorder or camera in
always
somebody's
something
hand.
rolling.
It was like, so the guy was pretty much saying, ain't nothing changed when it comes to social media.
Yeah.
everybody always been catching stuff on tape. It's just now it's easy and it's easy to download it. To where before you had to put it on the tape, VHS. We got
that thing in the stash, bro.
Wow.
To the point, Rick won't let me get it. Rick, you gotta let me get that tape.
Hey,
listen. Our senior week, no. So the tape was from.
He say senior week. I don't even know if you.
No. Let me go back. It didn't start senior week.
That's what we here for, baby.
The footage started during bike week.
What year?
98. You know, that was a real year.
Boy, Rough Riders?
Rough Riders?
Yeah.
When they shot the down bottom video. Down in, what is that, Popular? Yeah, the drag strip. We gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But hold on, man. Hold on. So tell us who was on the
Wait a minute. Wait.
Hey, 98 was a real year in South Carolina.
Wait. I was in Fiji-O in the backseat, laid back like this.
Hold on.
The Geo.
Bro. Who was on the features? Tell us who was on the features real quick.
We're gonna get back to that. Because this was 94.
This about to be a treat.
Tell us who was on the features real quick.
So this was either 94 or 95. December 94, 95. I want to say it's 95. Because I was playing ball there. And the concert was supposed to go down on Friday night. And I was hot because Rick didn't play sports. He was on the band at Wilson.
Shout out to the band.
Yeah, Wilson band. Man,
Wilson band.
Baby South Carolina State in the 90s. And
that's for real.
We talking about South Carolina State in the 90s. The band in the 90s, not modern day. They ain't no shot. I'm talking real talk.
That's real.
101 band.
Yeah, South Carolina State band in the 90s. That was, listen, a whole nother story. But so Rick had tickets to the show.
This is good.
And the concert was originally on Friday. Biggie or somebody didn't make it. I think they was in Chicago or somewhere the night before. And they got, you good. They think they got snowed or iced out or something. So they had to cancel the show for Friday night. My sister and her best friend, Brino, was going. So that's what kind of made me mad because we had a game on Friday. I'm just like, man, games don't get over like 9:30. So I was.
You gonna miss everything pretty much.
I was done. I was going to miss it. Like, there was no way I was gonna make that. So I was hot. And they're like, yo, the show got canceled. They postponed it till tomorrow because they snowed in wherever they was at. Like I think they was in Chicago or somewhere the night before. So they got snowed in. So they were just like, they gotta do the show on Saturday. So Rick was like, yo, still got the tickets. So I asked my mom, and Rick was, it still is, good guy, great guy. Don't get in trouble, top of the class would come to grades, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and his pops, funny, it's weird how this happened. His pops and my pops was best friends. His mom, my mom were best friends.
Wow.
They got married. Like, they was roommates. Like, before, like, when my parents first came to Florence, like, they was roommates.
Okay.
Wow. Then they got married and, a whole nine. And then when we came about, me and Rick ended up being best friends. So when it come to doing things like that, we 15 years old. Your parents really ain't going to let you.
You can do too much.
Not at 15, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an adult now, and I can say it. Like, we was slick with it. So we earned that trust to really go out and experience a lot of things that we probably shouldn't have been doing, and we still got it done before 12 midnight.
Uncle James knew.
No, he didn't.
Uncle James ain't know.
No, he didn't. Because they looked at it like you with Cedric. Now, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
If I said I'm going to hang with Will, hell no. Something about Will already struck them.
Okay.
Something about Will always struck them like, Will out here being fast.
Look.
They love Will to death, but they already knew, like, Will out here being grown. And he 2 years older than you already,
watch
too.
my boy with Will.
Right. They love him to death. Like, Will, they love you to death. But listen, when it came time to me to hang out and go to the skating ring, Cedric was my out guy.
That was your one.
That was like, yo, me and Cedric gonna go here. All right, well, what time y'all coming back? Or, I think his parents, Mr. Green or Kat, dropped us off at the show, and then they picked us up because we couldn't, we definitely couldn't hang out or none of that.
Yeah.
But so we ended up going to the show. On that ticket, I'm gonna start from the.
Let's go.
I'm gonna start from the smallest artist to the biggest artists.
Listen, please.
So it was DJ Doo-Wop as the DJ. If y'all don't know who DJ Doo-Wop is, legendary DJ from, I ain't even gonna say just mixtape DJ. He's legendary DJ, period. New York City. And I think he's DJing for Nas now. He's Nas DJ. Been, Nas DJ for the past couple years, I think. No. That's Green Lantern. My bad, Doo-Wop. But Doo-Wop is still legendary DJ. Google him, look him up, whatever. DJ Doo-Wop was supposed to, well, I don't even think he even made the show, Influence, but he was on the bill.
Okay.
Then Big Noid from Mobb Deep's camp.
Go.
He was on the bill. Mobb Deep.
Let's go. Quite.
Mind you, we talking about 94.
This when this
90,
this,
95. Yeah, because the show was called 95 Live. Yeah, it was 95, I think.
Hell Hath No Fury.
Yeah, I can't. No. This was the Infamous album, the very first Mobb Deep album. Yeah, we're talking Shook Ones.
Yeah,
give up the goods and
hold on. Hell Hath No Fury wasn't on that. That was with the Scarface beat, with the Scarface sample.
No. You thinking
Hell Hath No Fury.
No, you thinking G.O.D. Godfather Part 3.
No.
Oh, what you talking about?
Hell Hath No Fury.
What
man.
song?
I don't even know my. Oh, damn, my phone.
You saying Hell Have No Fear? You know I'm thinking about the Clips.
Oh, but go ahead, go. Who else?
So Big Noid, Mobb Deep. We talking this the Infamous album. Infamous album probably been out. No, Infamous album didn't even drop yet. Shook Ones was the single at the time. So that's what they was known for.
Yeah, okay.
Shook Ones, Mobb Deep, Keith Murray, Most Beautifulest Thing in the World was the hottest record. One of the hottest record within that time frame as well.
My bad. Wrong one.
Nas. Nas had just dropped. Damn, what was Nas' first album?
Got it. Let's.
My brain just got froze.
Because I want to say it wasn't. It was written, was it?
No,
it wasn't. It was written.
No.
It was the one before that. Illmatic.
No.
Are we cursing Illmatic?
Yeah, Illmatic. My brain got stuck. Dang, I know people are like, you don't know, remember what Nas album?
Right.
Man, listen, I grew up on Nas. So yeah, it was Nas Illmatic.
I am. The greatest album of all time.
So Nas and headlined by Notorious B.I.G.
Headlining.
95.
This is in Florence, South Carolina, when the Florence Civic Center had just opened.
Because 96 was the Ready to Die.
Ready to Die came out in 94.
What was in 96? Because 96 was like his
97.
year.
97 was Hypnotized. I mean, not Life After Death.
Life After Death.
Yeah,
Life
After Death came out in 97.
Oh, that's a
Tupac died in 96.
96. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Tupac got killed in 96.
That was the greatest double CD album of all time.
So we talking that show. Think about the song. Forget the artist. Think about the songs I just named. So we talking Nas, Whose World Is This?
Right.
It Ain't Hard to Tell.
Right.
We talking all the joints with Life's a B with AZ. Like we talking about a moment in hip hop.
The hip hop.
Firm drop.
Nah, the firm dropped in 96, 97, I want to say. Right. Yeah, this was not. Nas was already like popping.
Okay.
Popping then. But we talking about hip hop in South Carolina.
But you didn't even name Nas as the headliner.
South Carolina.
Biggie was the headliner.
We talking about hip hop in
big names
in the state of South Carolina.
Biggie was the headliner.
Biggie was the headliner. One of my homies, she I think it was Carissa. I don't know if it was Nas or Keith Murray, but like so some of the artists did make it in town early.
Wasn't Keith Murray on that bill too?
Yeah, that's what I said. Keith Murray. Keith Murray. Yeah, they came in like they was chilling, riding down Irby Street. We had an Arby's by Ray's Record Shop. Like he had the gold Lex. Then like that's listen, man. We talking about hip hop in South Carolina, in Florence, South Carolina.
So when you said earlier, you explained the story about hip hop.
I'm telling you, we had our own.
That just makes the whole scene like.
Listen, I can paint a picture like Florence. We had that.
Yeah,
like we had that influence. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying. So that was that bill. So me and my homie Rick, we in the show, and Rick is my guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
and we made it from our seats to the front of the stage. By the time Biggie got on, and then by the time before Biggie's even off, we end up backstage. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how.
We're gonna ask you how. How did you end up backstage?
Yeah,
I think we went through a little crack in the thing where the stage is at, and then we just.
Hey, but why we all got a story?
Did you meet anyone in backstage?
Oh yeah.
Who did I meet?
Who you meet?
Who did I meet?
Did you bump into anyone
Who
backstage?
You gotta bring it to my attention.
That may have actually also lived on the same street that you did.
My sister? Oh yeah. My sister and her best friend was there. And if y'all ever saw the picture that I post with Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. and my sister, that was from that show.
Wow.
That was from that show in Florence. And I told her, like, yo, like, you got an iconic picture.
For real?
Yes.
Straight up and down. Like,
most definitely.
I mean, I'm gonna send it to y'all and y'all can kind of, slide this into the joint. But like,
Okay.
this was the Notorious B.I.G. in his prime.
Shout out to Corinda.
Gucci
Yeah,
sweater
shout out to my
now.
sister Corinda.
Yeah, shout out Corinda.
Shout out to Sabrina too. That was her road
Yeah.
dog. Like they was,
Yeah.
Sabrina lived, that's
Yeah.
family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, like that was so like she jokes on me like, why you always posting that picture? I'm just like, listen.
That's
That's
classic.
classic.
Bro.
That's a whole era. That's a culture. That photo is culture.
That
like,
picture would never die. That's like
Yeah.
taking a picture with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King or something for our generation.
Right,
like, you know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
right.
this is Biggie
For real.
in his prime.
baby.
In his Coogee sweater with
Yeah.
the brown little suede or whatever kind of jacket. This was big decked out.
Yeah.
And on his big swag
Yeah.
in front. Me and Rick couldn't get the picture.
Yeah.
If I had a picture, listen, every year, March 9th,
You dropping
May
it.
24th, whatever his birthday is in May, I'm posting that picture 2 times a year. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Listen, you got the picture though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that I posted,
Dang.
you know what I'm saying, because that was the closest I was able to get. But, being able to see them as a teenager that young, it was just kind of like, and I think at that time I was kind of starting to get a real interest into DJing, and also B Lord was on that bill as
Shout
a DJ
out.
as
Shout
well.
out to
Shouts to
B-Lord.
B.
B-Lord. Yeah,
Yeah,
B-Lord.
B held that crown in South Carolina and still holds it to a degree. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
For a long time on a national, international scale. You know what I'm saying? Not to take nothing away from anybody else, but if I'm gonna keep it funky, like
Yeah.
we just gonna keep it real. Like
Yeah.
he set a lot of trends. Like you know what I'm saying? So
I just remember me, because shit, I'm born 86. So, but just growing up, B Lord was everywhere.
generations, man. Like
Yeah,
he
that
touched
was
a
it.
lot of different generations, man. So B Lord was on that bill. Shouts to my guy Malik Williams. He goes by Malik Williams now, but then he was Bomba Dang. He was hosting that show, and shouts to Beyond. He was on that show. They was representing the city, but that show, I think, really opened my eyes to the hip hop
Okay.
scene, because what I was watching on TV and emulating all of the years was now right in front of my face.
Wow.
I'm watching B Lord on that stage, like this is dope. Yeah, I'm sitting here in the crowd, I'm dancing with girls, but yo, what they doing on stage? I'm fully watching everything that's going on in that Civic Center that night, and I think that kind of heightened and put that battery in me just a little bit more, because I think by the time the next year rolled around, I was definitely trying to get my first mix of DJing.
Okay.
And that's when that happened. November 95, I think, maybe. I got to get the right timeline of these shows, but it was somewhere around that time, 95 to 96, DJ Skillz was established.
Okay.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You always been DJ Skillz?
No, my first name was DJ B.
DJ B.
DJ B. Okay.
Just the letter B.
Okay.
And a kid named Jabri, he was real nice. Once again, him and his crew, Kataz, shouts to the Kataz crew, EOD, Buddha Baz, all of them from the east side. Like I said, like we had a hip hop scene in Florence, and all of them was produced by my cousin Mark Ella Vincent. Mark was like, I tell people this all the time, like you go to his page now, he's still hip hop, real music to the core.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To this day. Shouts to my cousin Mark. He was like the Evil D of the South. And if you if y'all watching this, you know who Evil D is. He produced Black Moon, the whole Boot Camp Clique, that whole gritty hip hop.
Yeah.
That was Evil D. My cousin was like him, but for us in South Carolina. And Mark got and had that shit. I'm gonna be 100% real. Not a lot of like until this day, my cousin is supposed to be known as a super producer. I don't care what nobody said. Like he'll play you joints right now that don't sound dated. That he was cranking in 93, 94, 95, 96. I'm keeping it funky.
That's the best.
You ask real hip hop heads that was around that time, they will tell you. Mark Ella Vincent on them beats and even DJing, just the whole music thing, period.
He had it.
That was that guy.
Did you hear how that rolled out? Mark Ella Vincent on the beats.
Yeah, on the beats. Yeah.
He had his drop
It's
was
like the names back then. You just
his
knew it was it when
drop
it
was
like that.
his drop was for my man Mark Ella Vincent. Like that was his drop on the radio. Like I was like watching him from a programming standpoint, like doing radio and like how you making your drops flow. Like you hear me like, oh my God. Like when I do Mark, just watching him, it was just like, this is how it's supposed to sound. Because some people just they just dropping this everywhere.
Yeah, let me put this in here real quick. Where you stay right there? Let me say this: if you DJing and all we hear is bam 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 every time a song come on, you're not DJing.
That's
sorry,
not DJing.
That is not DJing.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all do that right here in Charlotte. I'm just saying.
They do a lot of
Hey,
places,
no shots, just a learning curve.
No shots, just learning curve. Because we want to enjoy the music, not. This is such and such a no.
It's a way that it gotta flow to where it'll catch people's attention.
That's what I learned from you. Is it's to the point where I go to other DJs, I'm critiquing them DJ. I'm not a DJ, but I'm critiquing. I'm like, ooh, now that drop.
But you know what?
Because
you've
been around it long enough.
Yeah,
you're a music head too.
Music,
so you know how you want to feel
right
when you hear certain records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like and it's up to us to create that moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why some of us are great.
Yeah.
And others stay where they at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you constantly got to do your homework. And, before I was a DJ, I was engulfed into the culture.
Right, right.
Before I even thought about taking
the groundwork.
Seriously. My foundation is there.
God,
you can't take my foundation, bro. My foundation's solid,
can't
bro.
take that foundation, B.
Yeah, my foundation's solid. Like,
ain't
no shaking this tree,
there
Jack.
It is.
Like, that ain't happening.
Not shaking this tree, Jack.
Yeah, So, but Mark, Mark was that guy on that. So, one of the guys in the crew, Jabri, out of Kataz crew, he was in African American history class. Like my stories are so vivid.
Yeah.
Like. So
I mean, you had a good childhood.
Yeah, I did. Like I can sit back and go back and replay everything. But Jabri was like, "Yo, you nice?" Because now people in the school starting to, "Yo, we heard you DJing," and like, "Yo, they saying you nice." Because my whole thing was, Mark is my cousin. I play ball, and people know me for playing ball. But that's Mark's little cousin. Dude, you ain't coming out of the house and you ain't right. So by me playing sports, since I was a child, I got a competitive nature. You might beat me, but you're not gonna win.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Right.
It's a lesson.
Yeah.
In the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like and I know I said you might beat me, but you're not gonna win. But it's the lesson in it was
right.
I'm coming back.
Next time.
I'm coming back.
Just know that's your last one.
Right. So for me, it was just like all right, I'm not